Hello guys and welcome to another video. So today we've got the Japanese rifle company that was sent to me by Battlefront. So a massive thank you goes out to Battlefront for that one. I am loving the build up to the Pacific release and everything else that's happening with all the pre-orders that are available now and all of the stuff that we've been told that we can buy from the catalog. I'm absolutely loving it, and this box set is up there with probably the best box set from the Pacific release. That's because it's full of variety. So we've got light machine guns, light cannons, heavy cannons. We've got different types of tanks as well as the infantry, and we've also got the guy carrying the banner, which is so iconic. You've got to have a Japanese infantryman or officer charging in with a banner, don't you? Now, as I said, Battlefront sent me this one, so a massive thank you to the team for sending me out this box set, and I cannot wait to dive into this box set with you guys and reveal some of the goodies that you can expect to see inside.
This is the second Army Deal box set that we're going to be checking out. So we've got the Japanese rifle company that we're going to look at today, but previously I have looked at the British Far East Rifle Company. That was a week ago, so if you want to see that, I'll leave a video link in the description, as well as a little icon that's coming up in your top right screen that you can jump straight to. Now, the Flames of War website is where you want to go to see all the news about the Pacific release, and currently it's available for pre-order, and you can check out the release schedule on their website. But in short, these army deals are going to be released on the 10th of May, so not too far away now, and they are army deals, so as the name suggests, they're going to be very good value for money. Now, each box comes with some accessories as shown on the screen. First of all, we've got the dice. Now, these dice are just as lovely as the British counterparts that we looked at. The resolution of that Japanese flag is really nice, and the colours complement each other superbly. And they roll really well too. Then we've got the Japanese tokens. So just like the British, the perspex on those tokens are blemish free. They look really crisp in terms of their detail, and they just look great. The Japanese flag on these tokens and objective markers looks just really nice. Then we've got some unit cards, so we can see that they're rifle company there, and then we've got all the different unit cards. We've got the both for both the Navy and Army, which is a really nice addition from Battlefront. I think that's a really good touch that they've included both. You're not just limited to just Army cards. You also have access to an A5 rulebook, which is going to be great for those new players. Now, to start off with, we're going to take a look at the infantry part of this box set, and the infantry is mammoth. You've got so many stands that you guys are going to need to paint, so strap yourselves in for a long painting session to get through some of these Japanese. This bannerman is absolutely beautiful, as well as this rifleman. These are just absolutely superb figures. They are old sculpts, but my god, are they good sculpts. Now, these are motivated of a 4+, they counterattack and last stand on a 3+, their skill is a 4+, and their assault on a 3+, and they are hit on a 3+. So what does that tell us? That tells us that they're going to be super aggressive, they're going to be easy enough to destroy as an enemy. However, if they get close enough, they're going to be extremely difficult to deal with. Now, in terms of the actual sculpts, they are great sculpts. They require pretty low levels of cleanup, which is testament to Battlefront's casting. Now, looking at the 70mm infantry gun, it is a tiny gun, and it's pretty much already made up for it. We just need to add the wheels to it. It just looks great. It has an anti-tank of 2 and a firepower of 4+, so it's not going to be too dangerous, but it's going to be cheap, which is going to be a great asset. Then we've got the 47mm gun. This is where it gets a little bit better for Japanese players. It's got an anti-tank of 8 and a firepower of 4+, so it's a bit of a heavier anti-tank gun to deal with some of those lighter allied vehicles. And it's made up of quite a few parts. It's going to require a little bit of gluing, but it's nothing that you can't handle. And I love the fact that all of the crew sculpts are varied between the different infantry guns, and none are the same. And then finally, we've got this 75mm regimental gun, which has got an anti-tank of 2 and a firepower of 4+. Again, made up of a few parts with a gun shield here. The sculpts on all of these are great. Very little cleanup. There's very little bits of metal hanging off that you need to snip off. It's mainly just sanding, and all you need to do with that is just grab a file. The sculpts and the detail in the models is just as great as you'd expect from Battlefront medal models, especially if you're a medal fanboy like myself and some of my friends from the Table Ready live crew. Then we've got the Type 89 Chai Ro with the 57mm gun. This is a lovely resin figure. As you can tell, the detail on these resin bodies and the turret with all those rivets and that is really nice. I can't see any bits that I need to file or sort of try and cut off, which is unusual for resin models, so that's really nicely done by Battlefront. And the metal aspects are just as detailed as you would expect from other Battlefront models. And there we've got these tiny little gun. Now, something of interest was the fact that the Japanese tank crew are thermoplastic, and this was actually made in 2021, which is very surprising indeed. So yeah, I was a bit shocked by that, but they look just great. I think Battlefront have upped their thermo game, that's for sure. And then we've got the Type 97 Chi Hai with the Type 97 Kai, I'm not even going to, Shin Hoto turret. So they give you both options, which is really great, and that's what I love about Battlefront. They're very good at doing that sort of thing, giving you both options, just like the Type 89 that we looked at before. All of the detail in these turrets and the chassis and such look just great with those bits of resin. The metal looks just as good as you would expect from Battlefront medals. Look, each road wheel is free from metal, you don't have to clean it up. And then this little antenna on the top, I believe it is at least anyway, goes together well, and we've got the small little turret. So these are all part of the infantry company as well as the naval infantry company from the Japanese book. I think the Japanese army isn't as great as the naval infantry in terms of the goodies they get access to, but it's up to you what you want to portray. Now, I do have a Japanese infantry painting tutorial that will be coming out very soon, and following that we will look at some Japanese vehicles as well as some SLNF Marines. So yeah, I was chuffed to bits that Battlefront sent me this army box set, probably because it is going to be my favourite one from the three that have been released. Now, the reason it's my favourite is because of the mixture of what you're actually receiving. I love the fact that they've included just a few guns from each option and giving you some machine guns and such. Just makes the force feel a little bit more rounded as compared to what the British one was. However, with the British in mind, don't forget I've got a British Far East Rifleman tutorial coming out this weekend, as well as a Grant Lee tutorial coming out in the not too distant future. So I'd be very interested to hear your thoughts on the Far East Japanese box set. Do you agree with me that you believe it's the best one that they've released from the three? Obviously we haven't looked at the US Marines, but just judging by the photos and the information that's been released, I'd be very interested to know. So yeah, drop your thoughts below. A massive thank you goes out to Battlefront again for sending me out this box set. I can't wait to really get stuck into it. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it here and I will catch you at the next one.